Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 724. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I'll be telling you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you'd like to join me on camera, I can bring you on right after I do the weather. You can hang out, you can promote yourself, your business, your special event. All that would be great. It would also be great if you share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So, what I'm going to do is to put on my specs and move my keyboard, and let's get started. So I'm turning to the Word page, which is the government and nonprofit information page. Lots of programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and, of course, local government, city, county, and state. So just go up and down the page and see what you can sign up for. Again, lots of different ways to help you and to help your family. So check it out. Just go up and down the page. You might even find a place or two to volunteer at, which can lead to employment. Just saying. So it's up to you. So let's see, where will I go first? Well, first, let me tell you about the libraries, the Durham County Libraries. They're all open until 6 tonight, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and of course, Bragtown is not open on the weekend at all. And the main library, by the way, they're not only open on Saturdays, along with the other libraries except Bragtown, but they're also open on Sunday, which is really great. So Sundays, I think the Sunday hours are let me check. I think it's it's either 1 to 5 or 1 to 6. Let me check. Durham County Libraries, let's see. There we are. 1 until 6 on Sundays, which is super great. So that's the downtown library on North Roxborough. Okay, now school is going to start soon, so I will assume that the programming at the Durham Literacy Center will be picking up, and they're always needing volunteers. And basically, they help adults improve their reading and their comprehension skills, and they can't do it without volunteers. They simply can't. So if you're interested in helping someone to earn their GED, which you might not realize is really pretty hardcore. I saw a couple of the GED books, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I could pass this easily. So check it out if you want to help others. There's some people who are teaching folks who have English as their second or even third language, and you might want to help them with their literacy skills and speaking skills in terms of, getting around here in the USA with speaking English and whatnot. So there's an adult literacy class where adults are matched with trained volunteer tutors. And sometimes they have like small classes. There's one program I know where they go out somewhere and they teach a bunch of people at the same time. But when they're at the center, it's like one-on-one. Again, English for speakers of other languages. I told you about that. These are small classes where the students get to practice their English speaking skills, listening skills, and also reading and writing skills. So you might want to check that out as well. They have a youth achievement program where out of school young people who have dropped out at age 16, so young people between the ages of 16 to 24, they get intensive training so they'll be ready for college. If they they realize they dropped out of school too soon, and they're like, come to think of it, now that I've worked some low-paying jobs, I think I'm ready now for college and to start out my adult life making a decent salary. So anyway, it's not just college, it's also for young people who just want to enter the job market. And they realize they might not have the skills because they dropped out of school before they finished their formal education. So you can volunteer to help in that program. There's another class called Aprendan Inglés, where they have classes where people who are Spanish speakers get intensive training in English, because you got to catch on quick. If you're here as an adult not speaking English, yeah, you got to pick that up pretty quickly. So they have these classes where they get intensive training in English. Then they have computer classes where you can learn the basic skills, including how to check your email, how to use a mouse, common software programs, etc. And that's for people who maybe you're approaching my age and you want to get back into the job market and you realize I missed the computer classes because I'm older or whatever. We can learn at the Durham Literacy Center. All right, so I told you about that. Let me tell you where they are. That might help. 1905 Chapel Hill Road. Not too far from the Scrap Exchange, not too far from Catholic Charities. So very close to that area. And down the street from Cocoa Cinnamon. So anyway, check it out. I've got their website listed, and you can explore and see if you want to get involved. Okay, let's see what else I can tell you about. Just to let you know, in case you didn't know, Durham Public Schools, they have signed up different businesses, churches, Durham Parks and Recreation facilities to feed young people between the ages of 1 and 18. These are throughout town. I took a picture of the flyers listing the different venues that are offering free breakfasts and free lunches to the young people. And these are literally all across town. So check out the list, and then you can send your kids or take your kids. They can eat right there and make sure they get fed this summer. And let's see if there's anything else I can tell you about. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's lots. Oh, wait, let me see if Keep Durham Beautiful has anything going on. Let's see. Yes. Is that today? Oh, today, 24th, right? Yeah, today. Keep Durham Beautiful. They're going to have oh, that's right, around the block from me. Campus Hills Park invasive plant removal session. So this is where you will hopefully be wearing long pants, long sleeve shirts, and you can help remove these invasive plants. You don't want to touch poison ivy, so you might want to bring some gloves as well. They will provide tools, gloves also. Stay hydrated by bringing your own water. And you can bring if you want to get really serious and you want to bring your pruners and saws and all kinds of things like that, you are more than welcome to do so. I've got a blue link there where you can click, get more information, and sign up if that's what you're interested in doing. Now tomorrow, they're going to have a Burke Street invasive plant removal session, and that will be in the morning from 9 until 11. So I think they did this last week too. They did this last week too, so I guess they didn't finish up. So you'll be meeting, it says the right side of the Scrap Exchange parking lot, which is probably the smaller parking lot, from 9 until 11 tomorrow. The official address of the Scrap Exchange is 2050 Chapel Hill Road, and that's in the Lakewood Shopping Center. So they will probably be removing weeds around the shopping center. Burke Street is probably, I guess that's the street next to the shopping center. I didn't realize that's the name of the street. So, yeah, that's going to be another adventure that you can participate in if that's what you like to do. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page. There we go. So, just a quick reminder. It's not August yet, but I sort of jumped the gun there just a little bit, just to remind you that in August, that is immunization month. Get the little ones, vaccinated for school. Very important, very, very important. Because in certain areas where people aren't getting their kids vaccinated, the measles and other things that have been challenges of the past have been making a reappearance. So it's very important to get the kids vaccinated. There's nothing political about it. It's scientific. It's, hey, look who's here. William M. Andrews, starting out with the good, powerful fist bump. Hey, William. Also, he's saying happy 12/12, and that's where the numbers are the same. He likes to point that out, and I really like that. Very cool. And in fact, last Saturday, he pointed out when it was 10:10, because I do my show on Saturdays at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. that is. And he's saying, good afternoon from Durham, NC. Good afternoon, William. Hoping you're having a really great day. And thank you for dropping by. Love that. Love that. Okay. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is that there are blood drives that are being held by the American Red Cross and Blood Connection. And that is where you can literally save lives by donating blood. They always welcome that. So let's see if there are any blood drives happening today. And there's lots more on this page. I just like to zero in on the blood drives. There is a blood drive starting. Oh, it just started. They are at the streets at South Point, they being the American Red Cross. So they have a crew at the streets at South Point, 6910 Fayetteville Road. So they just opened up, and they will be there until 6. And then tomorrow, they'll have a crew at the Aria Cultural Center, 2609 North Duke Street, and that'll be tomorrow from 9 until 2. Now, let's check with the Blood Connection. Their next blood drive is tomorrow at Kohl's, 5241 McFarland Road. That's right over there by 15501, over there by Home Depot. So their hours tomorrow in terms of the blood drive will be 11 until 7 tomorrow. Now today's Friday, and that means that the health program is open today. They're only open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, Fridays 1 to 5. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program. It's run by the county, and basically they accept donations of all different types of walkers, also wheelchairs, canes, crutches, things to help you in the bathroom. For example, the tub transfer benches where you can move from your wheelchair into the bathtub, and other things, ramps, whatever. So if you have anything like that and you don't need them anymore, drop them off at Project Access's HELP program. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. So again, they're only open 2 days a week, and they'll be open in about 45 minutes. So what they do with these items, they clean them up, repair, they need repairing, and then they turn around and lend them out to people who need them. You can borrow these items for 90 days at a time, which is super great. Like maybe you have an injury, and not a disability, but you have an injury and you know you will be recovering relatively soon. Then you can borrow these items and return them, which is really nice. You don't have to have that huge expense of renting or purchasing. So check it out. Again, they're at 4206 North Roxborough Street, and they will be open today from 1 until 5. Okay, and now I'm going to click on the Health Events button. Let's see if there are any health events I can tell you about. Let's see. Okay, that just ended. So what we're going to do now is to go over to the Senior Scope page, and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, shall we? I can tell you the address right now. It is 406 Rigsby Avenue. It's a great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. And don't forget, in that same building, Senior Pharmacist is there, and they help people, seniors, in their case, 60 and up, who need help paying for their medications, who need help with arranging and keeping their medications together. There are some people, like I remember my dad, he took lots of medications. He had Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and he was a stroke survivor. So he had a lot of medications. So if you are in that same situation, they can help you figure out how to manage your medications. Also, they will review your medications, because every now and then medications clash. It just works out that way sometimes. It's not intentional. It just happens. So if you think something's a little off, you're not sure, then take your medications down to senior pharmacist, and they will definitely study them. They have a staff of pharmacists, and they'll tell you what to do after that. Call first, of course. And everything, they have a whole listing, a whole post right there. If you can see that on the Senior Scope page. Now, let's see what's happening. Oh, wait, I showed you the wrong. Wait, there you go. Senior pharmacist. Kaboom. There you go. Now, let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, because today is Friday. Let's see. Let's scroll down to Friday. Okay, Friday matinee at 12:30. If you can get there in 12 minutes, you can watch the beginning of a great movie at 12:30 every Friday. They show a movie in their theater. Yes, they have a theater. They have a computer lab. They have workout rooms. They have the big bouncy balls and the workout machines. They have all that. They have all that. So you definitely might want to check out the Durham Center for Senior Life. Now, if you are over 55, but you're still working 9 to 5, still, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're open until 7. Which means you can drop by after work and get a nice workout in, or you can relax, maybe check your email, or just hang out and play some cards, some dominoes, whatever, before getting home nice and relaxed. So let's see what the movie is today. The movie is a rated R movie called, usually they show PG, so they really want you to know when they're showing something that's rated R. So this particular movie is 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Sounds like an interesting weekend. So, I don't know if it's a comedy or not, but anyway, that's the movie for today, starting at 12:30. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Also happening this afternoon, afternoon bingo at 1. Also, chair flow and flex at 1. Now that one has a red FB next to it, and that means that if you can't make it to the center, you can actually attend the class by watching it from the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. That's what the FB means. Now, chair flow and flex means that you are exercising while sitting down, which is nice. Sometimes that's the best we can do. Now, let's check for special events. Let's see. Oh, at 2:15, the Aging with Pride Social Club, they will be meeting from 2:15 until 3:15, and that is where senior members of the LGBT plus community, they can meet and hang out and also share resources. Now, let me tell you about Monday, even though that's a few days away. There's a couple of things I can't announce because it happens in the morning, and as you know, Bull City Hangout starts at noon. So at 9 on Monday, they're going to have a card stamping class. So that should be fun, and that will be in the art studio. I forgot to mention, yes, they have an art studio as well. And then at 12:30 on Monday, they're going to have Senior Legal Advisor, where Rick Messimer, who is a really fun person to talk with, he'll be discussing different legal issues of great importance to seniors, and you will love his accent. I'm pretty sure he's from New York, although it could be New Jersey, but probably New York. He's really fun to talk with. Okay, now, let's see. Let us jump all the way over to, Barb's going to join us. Okay, I'll bring you up in a few minutes there, Barb. The last page we're going to visit is the Let's Go page. I do want to point out, though, the Sport and Life page, which is the sports page, check that out because I like to list what's happening at the state parks. Now that it's a little cooler, you might be able to leave your air-conditioned home and enjoy the outdoors. So check out the Sport and Life page to see what's happening in our 4 close by state parks. Actually, I'll tell you what they are. I'm not going to go through the events, but I will tell you at least where the parks are. Eno River State Park, Falls Lake State Recreation Area, Jordan Lake State Recreation Area. Oh, there's 5, right. Okonichi Mountain State Natural Area, which is kind of part of Eno, and William B. Umstead State Park. They don't have any events right now, but I guess technically that's Raleigh, but I mean, you can just zip right up Highway 40 and get there, so I consider it a local state park. Now, let's go back to the Let's Go page. Oh, wait. Did I get thrown off? Oh, okay, yes. I was on my way to the, I was greeting Barb on the way to the Let's Go page. Okay, so let's see what's going on today. Let's see. This is a curious event. Maison Durham. That's that new, huge, what I assume is an apartment building. It takes up a whole block. It takes up that whole block that was the parking lot of the Human Resources building. So it's on Main Street. Well, the address is 500 East Main Street. It's gigantic. So today, they're holding an open house and roommate matchmaking event. And you say, roommate matchmaking, what is that? Well, I guess if you want to get an apartment, but you can't afford an apartment for whatever reason, then maybe you can find someone who's compatible to share the space with. So this is going on right now through 3 o'clock. So you can tour the model apartments, see what they're all about. I'm curious just to see what I might go just to see what the apartment. I'm always curious when I see new apartment buildings. I just want to see what's the layout and, you know, what's considered hip and all that sort of thing. So I might tiptoe in there today because after all, you have until 3 o'clock. What else is happening? The Community Health Coalition, they're hosting their food giveaway at Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue. And that will, they just started, so they'll be there until 2. Bring a bag with you just in case. Just in case. And one thing I wanted to mention, yes, as you walk towards the church, of course, when you go up the stairs, that's the sanctuary, so stay on the ground floor and go to that first door. Don't knock, just walk in. That door is so huge and heavy, they don't even hear you when you're knocking. So just push it open and you'll be greeted warmly and they'll give you food for yourself and for your family. Okay, let's see. Wheels Durham, they're hosting their summer public skating session from 2 until 4:30. Admission for skaters is $13. $4 for adults who are just there, non-skaters, just there to watch their kids. You can rent skates for $6, $7 for rollerblades, and again, that's from 2 until 4:30 at 715 North Hoover Road. I told you about the Campus Hills Park invasive plant removal session hosted by Keep Durham Beautiful. That's from 3 until 5. We talked about that earlier. The Friday evening North Durham Farmers Market, that is going to be held at the Soul Sanctuary, 1016 Old Oxford Road, from 3 until 7. The freshest produce and, fruits, vegetables. They have homemade products, handcrafted items, and more. They accept SNAP. Now, here's the thing. If you use SNAP, EBT, WIC, you live in public housing, Durham Housing Authority, you can double your money via double bucks. So let them know. I think you swipe a card or something, and then you can double the money that you plan to spend. Are they racing in the daytime? That's weird. Let me show you real quick. I was one of the lottery winners for the senior voucher program. So, wait, let me unplug this so I don't trip over it. Let me show you real quick. And I'm going to show you this because for those who have the vouchers, and again, SNAP, EBT, WIC, DHA, you can triple your money this weekend. And here's the, it's hot pink this year. Ta-da! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So I can double my money with these at any, and that again for any of the stamp EBT like I mentioned. Um, they're accepted at all of the local farmers markets, and that includes the North Durham Farmers Market, the South Durham Farmers Market, the Durham Farmers Market downtown, the Black Farmers Market, which is I think twice a month. So just want to let you know. Oh, not only that, they give you a list of all of the local farmers markets. Because if I just feel like hitting the road and maybe visiting friends or just hanging out somewhere, these vouchers and the other vouchers that I told you about, I mean, you can go to Carborough, Chapel Hill, Eno River. Oh, I need to look. Is that in Durham? I need to look at it. Well, it says Orange County, so I guess that's not Durham. Okay, anyway, let's see, and also, the big farmers market, the huge one that is in Raleigh, which is like all year round. So anyway, there's something called Sunbucks. I need to see what that is. That might be something new. Yeah, leave it to me. I'll check it out and let you know about it. Anyway, let me continue because Barb is so patiently waiting. Let me throw these over here real quick. So the North Durham Farmers Market is going to be this afternoon from 3 until 7. Boxyard RTP, which is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54, they will be featuring singer-songwriter Gray Oaks. That's a cool name. Gray Oaks. That's the Friday Night Live concert series, 5:30 until 7:30. Now, if it's raining, you should be okay as long as it's a light rain. But if it starts lightning and thundering or whatever, yeah, that's canceled. They want to keep everybody safe. Lion Park, which is at 13. Oh, did I tell you the time? 5:30 to 7:30. Okay. Lion Park, which is at 1309 Halley Street. They're going to be hosting a line dance class led by Lafayette this evening from 6 until 7. Oh, if you hear a little, I don't know if you can hear that. That's my washing machine telling me that my clothes are ready. Okay. Now, Wheels Durham, again, 715 North Hoover Road. They'll be hosting the $8 glow-in-the-dark Family Night Skate. That sounds like so much fun. So that's from 6 until 8:30. Admission for skaters is $8, and you can rent if you don't own. So I guess you're glowing in the dark, or maybe they're going to give you some glow sticks. They'll probably be giving people glow sticks. So that should be lots of the kids love the glow sticks. So that's going to be again from 6 until 8:30. Esmeralda's Cafe, which is at 1515 North Point Drive in the North Point Shopping Center over there by Costco, actually on the same side as Dollar Tree though. They're going to be hosting an acoustic open mic tonight. So if you want to sing, if you're a musician, a comedian, poet, you're invited to drop by. It's a free event. And you can drop by. Sign up starts at 6:30. The event is from 7 until 10. And it's free admission. Of course, it's a cafe. Order a little something to eat. And if it gets good to you, you want to recite a poem or sing a song, whatever, definitely sign up and entertain the crowd. The Triangle Country Dancers, they'll be hosting the 4th Friday Contra Dance at Reality Ministries. That's this evening from 7:30 until 11 at 916 Lamond Avenue. So, Missing Links, LYNX, love the pun, with Alex Fortier on keyboard, Oliver Scanlon on fiddle, Adina Gordon calling out the steps. So if you're new to contra dancing, then try to get there by 7:15, and they'll have a class to teach you how to do that. And then after the dance lesson, then they'll let you loose, and they'll have open dancing from 8 until 11. That should be lots of fun. You can pay anywhere between 10 and 30, cash or credit. It's all up to you and what you can afford. Wheels Durham isn't done yet because they're going to have Friday night adult night skate for those who are age 18 plus from 9 until midnight. Admission for skaters this time is $13, and you can rent if you don't own. Now tomorrow, the Durham NC Park Run starts at 8. in Southern Boundaries Park. They've been doing this for years. It's not competitive. It's people getting fresh air, getting some movement in. You can join in. It's a 5K event. You don't have to run it. I mean, you can walk it, you can jog it, however way you want to do it. And the run starts next to the parking lot, so you can park, then you'll probably see the crowd, and you can just join in. It's a free event. The Durham Farmers Market, that's in Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street tomorrow from 8 until noon. I already told you about the money that you can save. You can park for free by going just south of the park on Foster in that parking lot, or just west on Morris in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot. You can do that. The Durham Craft Market shares Durham Central Park with the Durham Farmers Market. They're just north, same park. The South Durham Farmers Market, the same deal in terms of saving money. They are at 5 in Hub RTP, 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. Same hours, 8 until noon. Almost said 9, that's their winter hours. 8 until noon now. And at both, in fact, at all of the farmers markets, you can get, of course, the freshest locally grown fruits and vegetables. And as you know, there's a scare going out there because of contaminated produce. So that's all the more reason to get your food from right here. Still, you want to wash your fruits and vegetables, but still, knowing that it's local should probably give you a lot more confidence to eat fresh. Because some people have switched to canned and frozen for a while. They're like, I'm not going to buy anything fresh right now. But I think you can probably know that you will be totally safe getting stuff from the farmer's market. But like I said, no guarantees in anything. Always wash. Okay. I told you about the Keep Durham Beautiful's Burke Street invasive plant removal session tomorrow at 9. Told you about that. Now, this is kind of funny because the farmer's market is downtown, but right around the block from downtown, from the Durham Farmers Market, will be the walk-up table hosted by Bagging It for Kids and Root Causes. They'll be giving away food, but don't go there unless you're struggling. I mean, it's not just for everybody. It's for people who are struggling and really need help getting fruits and vegetables. In fact, if you use SNAP EBT, super low income or whatever, I would stop at the walk-up table first and see what you can get for free, since we already know, how can I put this, financially challenged. There's nothing wrong with that. It just happens. So get the free stuff first and then head to the farmer's market and purchase what you didn't get that you wanted to get at the Bagging It for Kids and Root Causes table. Now, this walk-up table is going to be at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. I know usually when you go to the center, you enter on Hunt Street. This time, they're using the adult daycare drop-off circle. So I think you're going to just drive up on Rigsby Avenue, not Hunt, and then pick up the food and then drive off. That's very clever. I like that. So that's going to be tomorrow from 9:30 until 11. Okay. Now, I will be doing my show at 10 tomorrow, but I will mention 2 things that are happening tomorrow after I do my show, but I just want you to put it on your calendar if you need to. Wheels Durham, they're hosting their brand new day hero skate at 11 o'clock in honor of superhero movies. They're probably going to have some costume characters skating around. So that will be from 11 until 6:30. It's an all-day skate where admission for skaters is $13. You can rent if you don't own. And Wheels Durham, again, is at 715 North Hoover Road. Another thing I wanted to mention, the Community Health Coalition will again have a food giveaway at Kyle's Temple AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue. So they do this on Fridays and Saturdays. So also tomorrow from noon until 2. Now you might say you skipped the kids' roller skating lesson at Wheels. Well, it's not on the calendar. It could be maybe they have a staff shortage or something, or maybe they don't intend to have it every Saturday anymore, but it's not on their schedule, so that's why I'm not mentioning the kids' roller skate lesson. So apparently they're not going to have it tomorrow. Okay, let's check the weather. Let me grab my little phone here, as they will be bringing on Barb. So let's check the weather. It's really cool today. It's 74. That's all. It's cloudy, even on Cap Street. Yes, it is cloudy, and it's going to be cloudy all day long. If it does rain, it'll be around 8, where there will be a 45% chance of rain, and that chance of rain will increase through the night and extend all the way to noon tomorrow. It might be beyond noon, but my app only goes up to, I can only check 24 hours in advance. It's going to be rainy out for real. So if you plan to do some grocery shopping or checking on your elders or whatever, or get a nice walk in, you might want to do it today, because it looks like tonight and tomorrow is going to be all rainy. So the high today will be 78. That's good. That's really good. Tomorrow, the high will be 77 with a 100% chance of rain. Now, Sunday, the high will be 85. That's better. That's more like it, with a chance of rain 35%. Now, looking ahead to next week, high 80s, 90 on Tuesday, and upper 80s. Starting out with rain and storms, and then by Thursday the sun will be back out. So yeah, I've noticed everybody's lawns have popped up like 2 and 3 feet in the past couple of days, because we had a drought, and then we got the rain and a bit of heat, and the lawns have really recovered, if you want to call it that. Some of them look really wild. Like I have some spots in my lawn. When I cut my lawn, I use a weed whacker, and I only do a half hour at a time, because I'm 70. I'm not trying to impress anybody, and I'm not trying to hurt myself. So I'm just saying. So if you see some parts of my lawn looking bad, I'll lightly and casually apologize and leave it at that. I'll take care of it later. Let's bring on Barb. Okay, let's see. So clicking on, wait, not dynamic. Okay, wait. My dynamic scene. Okay, wait. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can be real smooth with this. Go. Okay. Darn it. Okay, wait. How come it's not working? I'm clicking on add to scene. Oh, there we go. Okay. Delayed reaction for the buttons. Sorry. Barb, you are there, and I welcome you. Uh-oh. Oh, Barb, you're muted.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I was like, what the heck is
What in
going
the world?
on?
What is
So,
new with you?
well, today I got shocked when I signed on to Facebook
Ooh.
because I do follow their Meta newsroom. And the first thing up today was that they had changed their program for verified accounts, and they were really pushing it out now
Oh,
because as of today, they have a free verification option.
do they
And
now?
yeah, now you know how to use EVMux. I can, and I have tabs open to the news releases. There are two, I think there were 4 releases today, and 2 of them especially are important. And the one on the free verification, I
Mm-hmm.
don't, like you, I'm in my 70s, and the thing is that when you get out there and you've been on the using computers as long as I have, and been online as long as I have, and worked with the type of clientele that I have, this becomes very alarming because
Oh,
this is that issue of responsibility, and what happens to your information.
oh,
And I went into shock because you know what they're going to do
why?
to verify your account.
Yeah.
They're making it easy as ever, right? You're going to have to go from your phone and create a video
What?
that they're going to, of you. They will have you pose in different, uh, different angles
Yeah.
and use that for verifying who you are.
Okay. Well, I use
That
an.
video. And the reason that they're doing it, I mean, the good side, the reason they're doing it is, people don't want AI slop. And, there's like, okay, everybody's griping about that. So we'll
Okay.
give it another way to verify you
Mm-hmm.
as an individual. But if you're if you've been using computers for any length of time, you kind of get the picture that the the technology has to talk to other parts of technology to make all these cool whiz bang things happen.
Yeah.
And in doing that, it's all numeric. It's a numeric code. So that means that information, those what sometimes we call them cookies, but that information goes along with your video from that device that you have. I mean, that's how Google and it's if you haven't noticed recently, if you use Google at all, and
Yeah.
I have an Android device,
Mm-hmm.
smart devices. I actually have both, but I use the Android primarily. And the uh, the thing is that I mean it be things I'm taking pictures of in my house, and I didn't even share it with Google. All right, all I did is I took a picture on my phone, and
Yeah.
then that information will be there. All of the metadata will be there for Google to grab up. And
Okay.
so,
Is,
like
is that
me, a
dangerous?
geeky person, excuse me.
Is that dangerous?
Oh yeah, because I mean it's good and it's bad. But I mean, bad things happen to good people all the time because they don't understand the technology and what it does. And you think, oh, that's a good side. Well, we can just, do a selfie real quick, to verify that we're real. But it is capturing everything from, where that phone is, where you are, everything about you in doing that and putting and uploading it to the internet. And depending upon,
Hmm.
whether they say it's all from phones. So the question is, do they then, can you save the file and upload it later? They actually have news releases that they put out on all this, but I am not a proponent of it at face value. I got to tell you, I'm not. Um,
Here, here's
and
what
and
you can.
they
Here's what you can do though. You can remove the background nowadays.
Well, you can do it. It depends on what the application allows you to do. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to take out when you press yes, I want to verify my ID.
Mm-hmm.
When you do that, you execute a command at the other end at Meta,
Mm-hmm.
and Meta says, "Oh, there's someone here. They want to do something." And what do they want to do? It's given to them from whatever you executed a command. So when you press that, um, that you approved, uh, I'm going to have to, I just got a notice. My husband shoved a notice in front of me, and I have a special business thing going on today, so I can't stay very long.
Oh. Oh.
But
Okay.
anyway, the when you press that command, you're sending this information to their computer systems. That's how that's these data centers that they have. That's the kind of stuff that's stored on there.
Okay.
So, but their why for doing it, I mean, authenticating people, it wasn't just about the money. I don't think any of us would even be, I don't want to pay for the verification, because then they have my payment information and all of that as
Exactly.
well, right? And
Exactly.
so, but I mean, we have to be able to do transactions, and their motivation for doing what they did, one is the AI authenticity issue. Two is the fact that Marketplace turns 10 years old today. And in the Marketplace, there's like 1 in 3 members, I guess, it's on Marketplace actively. It's really crazy. And I didn't realize that in Facebook's Marketplace. And so when people want to do marketplace deals, then I can understand the authenticity issue,
Oh yeah.
making it easier to do those deals. It's a very you know I at this point I've got mixed feelings about everything, but I'm not going to go through the verification at this point. However,
Hmm.
they, in trying to push it to us, I'm a big proponent of using Facebook for communities. That means the
Yeah.
Facebook groups for community development. And so they're doing that for Facebook groups, not
Okay.
just marketplace.
Okay.
So,
I definitely need to. I am so glad that you told me about this because I mean, I was on Facebook today, but only to post, the fact that I was going to be doing Bull City Hangout.
yeah.
So I didn't look around. Thank you, Barb. Oh my goodness, all of us need to check into this because
You're
we need to read the rules and all the terms
If you
and
want,
and all
because
that.
I have to leave quickly, I can, in the private chat, send you the links to those two resources if you want to look at them at
That would be
all. I'm
awesome.
going to have to leave,
Oh, I
but
understand.
at least you can share them with your folks later if, because I can't be here right now. But this is uh, the first one. They say connecting real people on Facebook. And it was, again, they have a whole article on it. I'm going to give Patricia the link to that here in private chat. And this is the one that is for the marketplace.
Okay, let's see if I can click.
And then that's one.
Oh, there it
And
is.
then the other one is to the Facebook verified. And I'll do that for you here as the second link. And they're pretty much marked. It says connecting real people or Facebook, introducing Facebook verified. But
Thank
I
you
would think
so much.
your listeners would definitely want to get up on that because, I mean, we are also at an age where we have too much stuff, and if we can sell it on marketplace, and I mean, a lot of people have been ripped off on marketplace because of authenticity, things that are happening. But I don't see it the verification as the video, especially now. Another
Mm.
thing is, one, we know that we can make AI videos now of us,
Yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
a certain point and move different. We can control that avatar to make it move one way or the other, and our voice talking and the whole deal. So that's scary.
It
And
is.
so, and then they're going to say, "Oh, but we're going to know your AI because you're using this AI tool." But the ones who are really skilled at this know how to strip that kind of coding from
It
the
is.
technology,
Oh
and
my.
you can't. So this is where it gets into. I don't want the government to have that control, and I don't want to have a vendor having that kind of control
Wow. It,
as a person. But the average person who doesn't get into the technology and that, who doesn't take the time to learn about it, they're the ones that are going to be hurt the most. And of course, those of us who are really geeky love people who are really normal.
yeah, because I can
This is
imagine if I did my video from here, you could probably
Yeah,
zero.
you just turn your head one way or the other. It
Everybody
wants the
knows.
different views. Yeah,
I mean, it's
that kind of.
obvious for people who
You'd
know.
have no problem. You're such a beautiful woman anyway. I mean, you're one of those that's pretty much ageless, and
Oh, thank
that's
you.
wonderful.
Thank
But
you. But what I was going to say though, Barb, is that if I do it from here, you could zero in and probably get some information. That's the
you're right. Yes,
Durham,
ma'am.
North Carolina flag.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in front of a big Durham, North Carolina flag. And actually, over here is where I keep some of the most important papers of my life.
Oh dear, you shouldn't
And
be saying that on on a public video, dear.
no, I'm just saying. I mean, you have to get in
Yeah,
my house to see these papers, but
right. But
but
there.
I think if you zero in, you could see that this paper here is from my last medical. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
need to move this, but if you zeroed in, you could see the instructions from my doctor because I had a checkup last week. Yeah, so I mean, you could zero in.
You're
And,
scaring me.
I'm just saying, I'm
I
just
would never advise a client to do that, or
yeah,
even talk about it
yeah, I
because
wasn't thinking about.
then you have that stamp, and
That's going to
most
change.
of, yeah,
That's going to
going
change.
on
But I could see for those who are going to make a video to do that, do it in a place where you have a very boring
privacy. Yeah. Hmm.
background. Simple as that.
Okay, I gotta leave, girlfriend.
Oh, thanks
So,
so much, Barb. This is
you're welcome.
invaluable.
You're quite welcome. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you too, and have a great weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, right. It is Friday.
Yeah,
Yay.
indeed. Take care, Barb. Ooh, that's some big stuff, important stuff. So I'm going to check those links, and maybe I'll do a little write up in the Skywriter or something like that, just to sort of explain at least what I gleaned from whatever articles it is that Barb is sending me, and the links to at least, and I'll let's keep posted with that. Let's keep up on this technology because it's getting more and more remarkable and maybe a little scary every day. And with that, have a beautiful day. Again, if it rains, it's going to be, let's see, I'm going to check my other weather app just to see the Weather Channel. Let's see. Because it looks like it's going to rain tonight, but not during the day. Let me see what they're saying. Let me click on hourly. They're saying that it might start raining at 7 on the Weather Channel app. So just take that with a grain of salt, as they say. So let's see. They're saying that it's going to rain or at least the chance of rain will be all the way. Thunderstorms at 7 in the morning tomorrow. Whoa. And let's see. So if it starts raining in the morning tomorrow, it'll stop. It's scheduled to stop around 2 in the afternoon. That is a lot of rain. So I'm assuming that there is probably also a flood advisory. There are certain streets that almost always flood. Pettigrew, some parts of Fayetteville Street. So just be aware that that might happen. So have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 unless I go to the farmer's market at that time. We'll see. But all I have to say right now is to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com, and ciao for now. Oops, I didn't line up my outro. Let's do that again. Okay, ciao for now.